Welcome back. Last week we found out we need a new engine, and this week it's go time. But first, we gotta catch up to speed.
So earlier this week, the engine came in.
It's so clean.
It's right there.
I know.
We waited the rest of the week for our place in line. We finally got to move the van into the shop.
The doghouse is off, and I've never seen this before.
Nothing like carbon monoxide poisoning early in the morning. And now we're just trying to help get some things disassembled. They got Friday most of the front end off, so we're pretty close to getting the engine pulled.
And in this time that we're here, we're gonna try to get some personal projects done. Just things that we've been putting off that are really difficult to take care of on the road, we're gonna get done while we're here.
And we have to be out of here in 5 days, so it's all hands on deck.
You see, in just 5 days, Gabe's entire family would be flying in from across the country. Parents, sister, brother-in-law, nieces, the whole crew gathering in Tahoe for some long overdue quality time and a little R&R. But there was one massive problem. We weren't even halfway through the job. The old engine sat there like dead weight, waiting to be ripped out. The new one, still untouched. Every bolt, every hose, every wire had to be connected, aligned, and reassembled. All of it, and fast. And as if that wasn't enough, we had a 12-hour drive ahead of us, through mountain passes with a snowstorm on the horizon. So start the clock. We've got 5 days before we have to be out of here.
It's finally time. Oh my God, I'm so ready. Today's like the moment of truth because we're gonna find out like how quick this process is gonna go, right?
Yeah, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. We're going over an hour earlier just to kind of like handle some things. Disconnect, you have to disconnect the batteries.
Yeah, I have to disconnect the coach batteries.
And so we just want all of that to be done so that we're not holding them up at all. But it's a beautiful day. Hopefully it means progress.
Thanks.
We were on edge. The clock was ticking, and we could only hope we had made the urgency clear. But for the past week, we had been stuck, waiting for the engine, waiting for a free bay, just sitting ducks watching time slip away. And now, finally, it was go time.
We're moving the truck, and the doghouse is off, and I've never seen this before.
I was gonna say let the glow plugs start, but I don't think that matters. Carbon monoxide poisoning early in the morning. My concern is my solar trickle charges that, so I just want to disconnect that wire.
So we're gonna disconnect all the wires.
We gotta take the battery out.
Yeah, we gotta take the battery out. I mean, it's all front.
But
Are we still gonna have power going through this?
yeah, so I'm gonna disconnect the one more wire so
Okay.
that if it's triple charging a
Okay,
couple
yeah,
volts,
then
you
we
don't
can
get
do that, yeah.
you don't get a little surprise. So the good news is this bumper just looks it's heavy.
Yeah,
Like,
it's those 4 volts.
4 volts each side.
It ran to
It is aluminum. It's not steel,
That's fine.
so it'll be a little lighter. So today was a really good day. The guys pushed really hard and everything is very disassembled. Engine's ready to come out. They even got a lot of the accessories off. We're talking about maybe replacing the steering gearbox. We'll see. We'll decide tomorrow if we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then even inside of the van, you can see that it is very disassembled, all ready to go. You can also see where all the coolant was leaking out of the head onto the exhaust manifold. That should be just black, like that side. And it is all white. So these guys have a lot on their plate. We had a bolt break on the downpipe right there. So I'm right there. So I'm gonna grind that down and drill it out so we don't have to buy a new one. All right.
Here are all our parts. They're all for the front end.
Yeah.
It's gotta all go back together. Today might be engine extraction day, so fingers crossed. We've been here long enough.
I don't have enough fingers to cross.
We got the locals discount at the pizza parlor last night, so I think that means it's time for us to leave. Today's officially 3 weeks since we pulled in and found out. Well, 3 weeks since we pulled into Williams. So fingers crossed, they're taking the engine out right now.
Well, the engine wasn't being pulled. There were still a few final pieces to disconnect, and the clock wasn't slowing down. With every passing hour, the deadline loomed larger, and the nerves were starting to set in. On top of that, we had a choice to make. Do we replace the gearbox now while the front end's already torn apart, or risk dealing with it down the line? It wasn't essential, but with the front end already disassembled, it was way easier to do it now, and we ultimately decided to replace it. The part was readily available, and we just hoped it wouldn't cause a further delay.
No engine out today. So we're just hoping and praying that we can get out of here on schedule because we've got to meet Gabe's family in Tahoe in 4 days. Something like that, 4 or 5 days, and we've still got a 12-hour drive from here to Tahoe ahead of us. So they know all of that. They know that we need to get out of here by a certain time. I'm gonna trust that they know, they're the professionals, what they're doing. Hopefully we get the engine pulled tomorrow.
A few moments later.
So Gabe got a call earlier this afternoon to go over to help them pull the engine, which I know sounds atypical and like, what the heck, but it's a small town and we offered our help because he was short on guys. I'm sorry, Gabe offered his help because he was short on guys. Anyway, Gabe just got back and I'm gonna let him fill you in.
Where am I starting?
Well, like, how did it?
Well, I'm on the insurance now.
Maybe,
so,
wait, tell me.
well, I have a job now. I'm on the insurance and everything. So
You're on the insurance.
yeah, I'm still waiting. She said there's no benefits though. So
Is there a 401k?
no, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. So I have to be back at work tomorrow at 10. We got the engine out, which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then tomorrow, he's transferring some of the parts over to the new engine. And then tomorrow morning, supposedly we're jamming the new one in, same thing in reverse. And then we'll go from there, So he can't work Sunday. So I'm hoping he can get to a point where I can just finish it off if nothing else.
Yeah, I think that this sounds like a really weird situation, don't you think? Like, it's pretty atypical.
It's a small town and it's not easy to come by skilled labor for sure. I was just found out.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to have a guy in today and it didn't work out, so. And I told him I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, and
so
I think that we're to the place where we just really want to leave the city of Williams with our van.
For sure.
Is our top priority, versus getting a rental car, meeting Gabe's family, and coming back to pick up the van. So I think with that being our priority, we're both willing to do a lot to make that happen.
So he's gonna have his guy work normal hours and then come 4:30, 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go over there. He said I could just use whatever tools and he get me set up and I'll just keep going. And then he'll come in the next day and he'll start and then I'll finish. So.
I feel like this is the best news, don't you?
Yeah, I just want to see progress forward. And we finally have the engine out, and based on where it was just left, I think it'll be ready to put the new one in tomorrow. And yeah, so.
All right, we'll keep you posted. Reporting for duty at 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Crack of 10 a.m.
Oh my God.
What do you think?
You can like see, I could like crawl in there right now.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yep.
It's like a Flintstone car.
Very
Yabba
heavy.
dabba do.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So, step one.
Our poor van.
You know,
It's okay, you'll be back on the road in no time. Alright.
I'm hungry. Let's go get
Cold.
food.
Let's go
Yeah.
get some food.
Watching the engine drop into place was exciting. It felt like a turning point. But the truth was, we still had a mountain of work ahead. And at this point, we were crossing our fingers that everything would fire up perfectly the moment it was all bolted back together. A bold assumption, to say the least. While Gabe and the guys put in a full day at the shop, I shifted to departure mode, fully convinced we were hitting the road tomorrow. I knocked out laundry, gave Charlie a much-needed bath, and started packing up the little room we had called home for the past 3.5 weeks. It was half optimism, half denial. Let's be real, mostly denial.
So I am walking back over to the truck. It is 10 till 6 and Gabe has been working all day. So I'm just gonna see if he needs anything. Might make some dinner while I'm over there so he can eat again. And maybe just keep him company. Because he's planning on working as late as he can, which I have a feeling is until it gets dark out. So.
Hey Taylor,
Hmm.
can you grab me the headlamp off I think it's on the counter.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you doing? Went to the laundromat.
Yeah, how's that?
There was poop in the washer.
Really?
Like actual feces.
Why'd you poop?
No, I didn't poop.
It's a funny thing to do in the laundry, right?
And there was like a bajillion people there.
Did you ever figure out who pooped?
No. It was like in the gasket. It was like a little nugget turd like this.
Oh. See, I was thinking a loose stool.
It was loose, but it was still in stool form.
Do you know how bad it sucks to drill through a brand new
Yeah, I bet. What are you doing right now?
the EGT gauge?
Oh, okay. You have to carefully do it.
Yeah.
This is our old engine. So where's the head?
It's. You can see all this white.
Oh, that's the head.
That's all coolant.
Wow.
Yeah. So the coolant was rolling down here onto this pipe, and that's where I kept seeing it. Look, the worst stuff I think we got done today.
Oh, that's a good feeling.
Well, like just getting it in and lined up. So hopefully, I don't want to jinx it, but hopefully all the front end goes on pretty easy. He was having a hard time getting the fan clutch off.
Well,
But
didn't we
that's-
have a hard time putting that in?
Yeah, but it's brand new, so I'm gonna hope that that's not a big deal. Let's see.
What are you doing now?
This actually recorded this the other day. This had two studs, and this one's trash, Aaron. But one of them snapped, so instead of buying a new setup, I grounded and drilled it out. Got some new gear,
You did?
like some new nuts. Oh, that feels like shit too. Alright, maybe we're using the old one.
Really?
That's okay. I want new exhaust. So. Damn, I really want to do the transmission. You guys start fucking with the phone. This is the problem.
All those hoses?
Hoses, wires, like I wasn't here for
Any of that?
disassembly. I can get this in. Pictures. Like I said, it's tough because I wasn't here.
Yeah. We don't have a lot of daylight left, so we're gonna mess around with that and start again tomorrow. And by we, I mean Gabe is gonna start again tomorrow. I'm just here for the support and filming. Trying to hurry. Gabe just called me and said that they're putting the bumper on, which I feel like is just like a huge win. And maybe we will actually be getting out of here tomorrow. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Let's go see. All right, so I'm just packing up the hotel room. We've been here for 3 weeks. And as you can imagine, being someplace for 3 weeks, we have acquired a lot of stuff. The van is like very close proximity to the hotel, so it's been very easy to just pop over to the van, grab a few things, and you know, keep it in the hotel room. So I'm gonna try to start making like a few small trips with different bags and stuff, but let me show you the situation. So we've got clothing, shoes, some electronics, dog stuff. Those are backpacking bags that I could still fill with stuff. That's all of the like food and groceries and random stuff we've acquired. So, and Charlie's chilling on the bed. So I just packed like both of our bags filled with our clothing, and mine has shoes in it. And so I think I'm gonna take the food bag over and maybe also try to take my clothing bag over so that then we just don't have a lot of stuff to schlep over to the van. I mean, ideally, I don't know if this could happen. Ideally, like we pull the van right up into the hotel parking lot and then like load it. But I have a feeling the van's not gonna be done before checkout tomorrow, which is 11. We're kind of under the wire. We'll see. Wish us luck. Let's see how this goes. Okay, all the food fit, and so now we're just kind of like, Gabe's putting some tools away. We're kind of just getting the stuff out of the van. It's kind of a disaster. And then tomorrow I'm going to do a deep clean because it's gross. How do you feel about today?
Good. We have 2 fuel lines that were in pretty rough shape. So if it wasn't for that, we probably could have fired it up. So those should be here in the morning, and
Tomorrow's the big day.
allegedly.
So it's looking better. It was pretty rough. There was just like tools all in this area that Gabe put away. So hopefully we can get this in working order and hit the road tomorrow and everything fires up and we have no problems. Fingers crossed. Bye.
While Gabe was still elbow deep in grease, making sure the engine was road ready, I was back in the van, cleaning, organizing, putting things away like we weren't running on a prayer. We checked out of the hotel, officially closing the chapter on nearly a month of calling Williams home, which, to be fair, was starting to feel a little too comfortable. It felt like a fever dream we were somehow powering through. After all the delays, the stress, the are we ever leaving moments, we were finally gearing up to roll out. The van was cleanish, the engine was hopefully functional, and in just a few hours we would be reuniting with Gabe's family for the first time in a long while. No pressure, just, everything riding on this working perfectly.
Moments where I'm really happy everything is melting because I can just wipe it down. There's no like paint to ruin or, I'm so excited. Let's go see.
That's a good sign, right?
I just need to clear some stuff and I need to fill up your AC real quick. Machine.
She's alive. Woo! All right,
I'm tired.
we're pulling out.
That was a crazy couple days.
Firing up. Woo! Tahoe, here we come, right?
Yeah, that's it.
See you soon, Minotti family.
And just like that, we're off. Time to soak up some much needed family time. We're going to take the next week off, so we'll catch you the following Sunday with an engine update and a few Tahoe adventures in the mix. Until then, wish us luck, and we'll see you on the road.